Okay, I've set myself a pretty big challenge with this South Pole expedition, and I'm here today with somebody who knows a lot about setting challenges for people. It's Coach Lars. He coaches on the ITC programme for British Swimming, the intensive training centres, coaches Olympic and Paralympic athletes, and I'm going to ask him a few questions about what he thinks about challenges. So I'll just turn this camera around. Here we go, there's Lars. So Lars, you've been a coach for a long time, and you're an athlete yourself as well. Tell me a little bit about about the challenges that you've faced and that you help your athletes face.
I think sometimes it's the training is the biggest challenge. I think the competition's sort of like the icing on the cake and the thing that we all look forward to. And it's the actual getting the training done, a little bit like yourself and walking with you today and seeing you tow those tyres. That's the hard part. When you actually get to do the real thing, at least it's exciting and you know you're actually achieving something. So yeah, for our athletes, it's often getting them through the challenge of training.
And I guess part of the challenge as well is helping athletes be not afraid of failure.
Most definitely, and some of our athletes are, and we have to work on that really hard with them, and sometimes even with the sports psych. And I think though through the process of training we get to a stage now where we set challenges that they know that they can't always achieve in the first go, and really make the point that it's not failing if they don't achieve the targets the first time round, that it is a process, but by maybe not quite reaching the first time means they try a little bit harder, mentally, physically, they engage more, and that process is what takes them to the next level. So that actually having a challenge that's a little bit out of reach is important if you want to be the best you can be.
And the challenge I've set myself is going to be a very long, hard grind, and swimming training day in, day out is a long, hard grind as well. How do you help the athletes stay motivated? What kind of things do they do to kind of keep themselves on track?
Well, there's a number of things, and obviously we're fortunate, perhaps more fortunate than what you are and what you're doing, that we can change strokes, we can do pulling sets, kicking sets, we can even spend more time in the gym, so we can vary the training a bit, which helps. I think the other thing is that, and we've discussed this before, Mark, where we talk about having more than one reason for getting up in the morning, as it were, in training terms, as to why they want to go training. So some days it's because they like being fit and healthy, other days it's because they can see the challenge ahead and they're looking forward to being in that competitive environment. Could be the Olympic Games. Sometimes it's because they've got a team around them and coaches, and they don't want to let their team members down or their coach down, and so whatever that reason is that makes them want to come in. For different days it's different reasons.
And some of them just want to be coached by you, and that's good enough to get them out of bed, isn't it?
Well, that's what I like to think, and that's what gets me out of bed.
Thanks very much, Lars.